Imagine, if you will, a group of enthusiastic skiers, eager for adventure in the mountains. They were a band of spirited individuals, eyes sparkling with joy and anticipation, hearts pounding with the thrill of the unknown, their breaths fogged up in the crisp mountain air as they set out, their skis slicing the virgin snow, their laughter echoing in the vast wilderness. Their destination? The towering peaks that stood proud and majestic against the azure sky. Their mission? To conquer these mountains, to taste the exhilarating freedom that only the fearless dare to seek. The mountains called to them, a siren song that promised a heady mix of danger and excitement. As they embarked on their journey, their spirits were high, their resolve unbreakable. Each step they took, each slope they descended, brought them closer to their goal. Little did they know, their footprints in the snow were the only traces they would leave behind. Unbeknownst to them, this adventure would be their last. As they ascended, the weather turned, and an overwhelming sense of dread filled the air. The once welcoming winter wonderland transformed into a frozen fortress of fear. The sky, previously a vibrant canvas of cobalt blue, was now an endless expanse of gray. The snow, once shimmering under the sun, became a blinding white sheet, obscuring the path ahead. Yet, despite the increasingly inhospitable conditions, the group of skiers pressed on, their spirits undeterred, their resolve unbroken, their destination, a vision of untouched beauty, a peak that promised the thrill of adventure and the serenity of isolation. But the mountains had a different story to tell, one that was about to unfold in the most chilling of ways. Hours turned into days, and the weather worsened. The snowfall grew heavier, the winds harsher, as if the mountains themselves were warning the skiers to turn back. But their determination blinded them to the mounting danger, pushing them deeper into the icy abyss. Then came the discovery that sent shivers down the spines of all involved in the search operation. The skiers' tent, their only refuge in this unforgiving landscape, was found abandoned. But it wasn't just left behind. It was torn wide open from the inside out, as if in a frenzy of fear and desperation. Surrounding the tattered remnants of the tent were footprints, not ordinary ones, mind you, but prints of an unidentifiable creature, larger than any known wildlife in the area. The patterns were erratic, circling the tent, trailing off into the wilderness, leaving behind a trail of unanswered questions. What happened to the skiers? What creature made those enormous footprints? Were they victims of a freak accident, or did something more sinister befall them? Despite extensive search efforts, the skiers were nowhere to be found. The mountains kept their secrets, the footprints faded, and all that remained was a chilling descent into mystery. Years have passed, yet the mystery of the vanished skiers remains unsolved. Theories abound, each more captivating and perplexing than the last. Some whisper of an avalanche, a silent, deadly force, engulfing the unsuspecting skiers in its icy grasp. Yet, the absence of any significant snow disturbance in the vicinity of the tent contradicts this theory. Others propose a more sinister explanation, a creature of the mountains, large and fearsome. The puzzling, oversized footprints surrounding the abandoned tent lend a certain eerie credibility to this conjecture. But the lack of any other trace of such a beast leaves this theory standing on shaky ground, much like the snow beneath the skiers' vanished tracks. Then there are those who speak of the skiers losing their way in the treacherous terrain, succumbing to the bitter cold and the relentless wilderness. But the experienced skiers' comprehensive knowledge of the area and their meticulous planning makes this hypothesis hard to swallow. The most chilling theory of all, however, is that of the skiers' deliberate disappearance. A planned vanishing act, leaving behind nothing but a ripped tent and an unsolved mystery as their legacy. But again, the reasons for such a drastic measure remain as elusive as the skiers themselves. Despite the proliferation of these theories, concrete evidence remains as elusive as a snowflake in a blizzard. The search efforts continue, undeterred by the passage of time. Investigators and curious minds alike delve into the abyss of the unknown, hoping to unravel the truth. Yet the mountains guard their secrets well. The silence of the snow-covered slopes is punctuated only by the whistling wind, as if whispering the skiers' untold stories. The footprints have long been erased by nature, the tent a mere relic of a forgotten incident. To this day, their fate remains one of the mountain's most chilling mysteries. As the sun sets behind the peaks, casting long, haunting shadows, one can't help but wonder, what happened to the vanished skiers? And will we ever know the truth?